Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we are catching up with this guy, which hopefully the thumbnail will have shown. We've got our Charlie Mac lookalike dwarf, dedicated to Charlie Mac, one of the pillars of the community that I mix with. And I mean that's not just a throwaway comment. Charlie's one of these steady blokes that you just you've got a lot of respect for the bloke. You know what I mean? It's he conducts himself well. I've got a lot of time for Charlie. So this is I'm just going to give you a quick update on this. I know, quick Gav videos never the same, but we'll have a quick look. It is a mini bust. I won't get I was going to show you compared to the Vietnam bust, but I don't really want to show that off until we get a drum roll and everything, and this isn't obviously finished yet. So yeah, I just wanted to say I know that this doesn't obviously completely look like Charlie, but it's just that frown, as I keep saying. I can see some timid counter staff at the post office explaining to Charlie why the parcels come back to him in 10,000 pieces and getting that look. So all the local authority workers, or council workers as we call them over here, that were marching all over like a parade band over his lawn when they were supposed to be clearing snow during the winter time. Right, let's go down to the bench and take a look. Right guys, thanks for joining me at the bench. Again, this bust was sent to me by my Mara Fredrik. Friend Fredrik, buddy Fredrik, that's what Mara means. I do say it occasionally because I know there are fresh people that often wonder what the heck we're all going on about. But yeah, my Mara Fredrik over in Sweden sent this over, along with a couple of very nice resin Vietnam figures in 1:35 scale. So please go and check Fredrik out. He wins awards at IPMS shows in Sweden. He makes some fantastic videos. He really is a top draw modeler and just an all-round really nice bloke. And go and check out Charlie Mac. He's not as stern as he looks on this. All right, maybe he might be, but yeah, go and check out Charlie. Again, I'll put links to their channels in the description. The bust is a 3D resin print. I said before there wasn't striation marks in, you know, when you get all the lines in those FDM printed ones. This does have striation marks in it. They are very, very faint. A bit closer. They're very faint. I've put some photographs at the end. You might see them, you might not. It's not always as easy to paint on stuff like that, but compared to say a cast resin piece, which is normally absolutely smooth, but it's still not it's not been a hindrance. It's just where you just have to. It does in some places. It acts like with I've put texture. You can't really see. I've tried to go for the mac green, which is Charlie's signature colour. It's not exactly mac green. I could have got probably there a bit closer to it, but it would have overpowered the rest of the figure. So it's a nod to Charlie's green, without actually being it. It's all non-metallic metal. I'm not very good at it. I don't get enough practice at it to be good. So non-metallic metal, if you don't understand that, it's when you see NMM in people's titles and stuff, it means non-metallic metal. So what you're trying to do is make the metal parts of this figure look like metal without using metallic paint. It's an art in itself, and it's one I really like. I love looking at non-metallic metal and how people have done it. I've tried to go on this big disc on his belt. He's got one at the front and one at the back. I've gone for a warm look there and a colder look on these, and on the jacket, if you want to call it that. Very slightly different. I don't know how they're going to look under the camera type of thing, but it all seems to look a bit different, especially with the different lights I've got up. Still working on the face. Again, I've got a few pictures at the end, only about 3 or 4, because again, I'm not sure what how much the lights rob in of everything. So I'm still still at the stage where I'm glazing in different colours in the face. Put some eyes in there. It's horrible when you do it like this, because you suddenly realise that they're looking in the wrong angles or something. But still working on the hair. Still got to paint the hair. Hair, as I say, will be like a, was it auburn, ginger, whatever part of the world you call red hair. But it's not going to be flaming red type of thing. I did think of doing it grey, but I just thought it would probably, I wanted it to match in more with everything else I've done. I've tried this non-metallic blued metal on here. That's still a work in progress slightly. I've still got a bit more to go on that yet. So's the belt. That was only mocked up last night, really. And classic Gav. Oh no, I'll jump onto the face. The orangey brown bit's still got to have different paint put on there yet. That was just to see how it looked. And obviously there's not a lot to show anyway. I was actually going to do this a plaid, like tartany type look there, and that was my original choice. But I just thought with all this going round, it would be so busy, it might not look on a small. This is a mini bust. You know, it's what's it, 2, 3, 4 sizes below that Vietnam bust. Putting it into context, that's about the size of that Vietnam bust's head. So yeah, there's Charlie. He's getting there slowly. I say I've probably got another couple of hours or so on the face, just putting glazes on here and there. As I say, I'm not an expert in this, so it's just a matter of, you know, feeling my way along, really, seeing how it looks. Decided to put some, like, whether you call them jewels in there, just to, rather than it was all getting into a bit. That's the only thing when you're doing a lot of this type of dwarf work. They're renowned for all their metalworking skills, so they like to show it all off, but it just means you've got a ton of different metals, and you're trying to show them all a bit different. Like these are a bit, it probably doesn't show under the camera. These are more like a greeny, white, greenish gold, yellowy white gold. I don't know. This is more subtle. And obviously I did want to go for a blued effect on his like armour type breastplate. You know, obviously it's hidden under all that, which I'm quite grateful about, really. So yeah, there we go. As I say, probably finish it by midweek. I'm not sure whether I'm going to airbrush this yet, or like an idiot. I should have just airbrushed it, then stuck it on, but hey, you know, it's Gav. So I might still hand paint it yet. It won't be anything fancy, I don't think. I don't want to. The problem is, the fancier you make your plinth, the more it detracts from the figure itself. Well, not detracts, but it, you know, messes everything up. Especially when you've got a lot of bling going on. So don't mess with Charlie. Jeff knows that's there. And we will catch each other very soon on another video. And oh, there was just something else as well. Doug Hensley, if you do see this video, Mara, stay strong. I did put it in the comment. I hope your mum and your sisters get better soon. You've had a whole rainfall of bad luck coming down on your head of late. It's got to change soon. So just keep your chin up, Mara, and look after yourself. Okay, guys, coming up, we've got that basing tutorial early part of this week. Probably some work on the Badger as well. I want to show off later on in the week as well, and the motorbike as well later on in the week. I think that's about it. Look at, oh, there might be some Napoleonics as well. I've painted another base of Napoleonics up, so I might well show one of them off just to bore you with another video. Okay, guys, look after yourselves, take care, and we'll speak soon.